Welcome to Celebrating 31 Expressions of Light. I'm Reverend Dan. This is Chris Miller, practitioner, and we are Soul Evolution Collaborative. And I'm just thrilled that you are here with us, whether you're here right now live, whether you are watching in my future, you're present and participating in whatever way really works for you. Thank you for joining us for this 31-day experience. As we move through this special time of year, we look at 31 ways to experience and celebrate this elemental foundation of the universe, light, and actively create space for more light in our conscious experience of humanity. Every evening for the month of December, we are live, have been live, and will continue to be live with a new word to celebrate and a daily activity for the following day that attempts to bring us just a little bit closer to that experience of light. And like so many who have come before us, we set aside this time of year to celebrate light. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was life, and the Word was light. And the light through law produced form, and the created form turned to the light, and the light of consciousness dawned. And humans beheld the light and walked in it, and the light was all. So let's just take a nice deep breath and settle into the right now moment, the beauty, the wonder of this day, of this time, of the moment that we have, that is right now. And so celebrating and honoring light is something found in traditions all over the world. In recognizing the importance of light during this time of year, when the days become shorter, light continues to remain at the center of spirituality. The light is a divine quality that illuminates and enlightens. It is the source of all that is. It is that which fills in all of the spaces. It is that which has always been. And not only are we honoring the light that physically illuminates our world, but even more so the light that resides within each and every one of us. In the beginning, there was light, and it was good. Light takes many forms and shines through many expressions. And this month, we set aside this time to honor and celebrate the importance of those many forms.
Thank you, Reverend Dan. The expression of light for this day, the word that we're going to focus on is wholeness. Today, we celebrate wholeness as an expression of light. I love what you said, Reverend Dan, a little bit earlier about the light that resides within every one of us. So, wholeness represents the totality of our experiences. We may think that wholeness only includes those things that we deem as good or desirable, thus removing the less desirable things from our awareness. Instead, wholeness represents the depth and breadth of the light, life itself, all things. Today's reading is by Carl Jung. Wholeness is not achieved by cutting off a portion of one's being, but by integration of the contraries. Love that. Integration, light. So, as a daily activity, as we seek to experience a greater awareness of this expression of light, consider the following activity as a way to embody and explore this idea in a practical way. We all have aspects of ourselves that we deem less than desirable. The truth is that all of those parts of ourselves, whether we label them good or bad, represent the fullness of who we are. Bring to mind today one of those areas of challenge and begin to recognize how spirit may be present and or working through this area to bring a greater awareness of your wholeness. It's a lovely concept, Dan, because it really makes you realize that sometimes we have what I call the little I perspective, and we think something's bad. And then only sometimes a year later, maybe 5 years later, we go back and we go, oh.
Yeah, I have a couple of those.
We all do. It's like, why did that happen? And then from hindsight, we go, oh, I know why that happened because I learned this, or it made me do that. So I think that it's a wonderful idea to think about your wholeness. And when you talk about wholeness, good and bad, maybe resisting. I don't know, Dan, what about you? I kind of try to resist judgment.
Yeah, try. I really like that word integration. It's become one of my new favorite words. Really about it's integrating all of the things.
Integrating all the things,
Yeah.
yeah, and recognizing there's a place for all those things, and
Yeah.
it's a challenge. It's a
Yeah.
challenge when you see war and famine and hunger, but integrating
Yeah.
that there's something to this, and trusting and having faith that there is a power that sees that, and it's all going as planned.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I love that. So let's join me for a little prayer here to affirm this. Um, to affirm this wholeness in your life. So I'll ask everybody that's listening, as you said, now or in the present future, close your eyes and go within. Just for a minute there, take a deep breath in and out. Feel the presence of yourself sitting, laying, listening to this podcast, this brief prayer to keep you in alignment and remember your wholeness. Take one more breath. Feel your body, the space it inhabits, the space in the room and the room itself, and everything in the room and without, going outside into the building, into all that is. And join me in this recognition of what I know. I know that there is one whole, complete, divine intelligence. It is all things. It is all things. It isn't all things, for there is no place without spirit. Spirit is in good and bad in all aspects of life, but it does have eternal virtues, harmony, peace, love, joy, creative expression. All those features are part and parcel of wholeness. And I know that this divine expression, this divine power is everywhere in all things. Everywhere in all things. There is no place without it. No place, no physical place, no spatial place, no spiritual place without this wholeness. This wholeness is complete. There is no outside of it. And I know that this wholeness, because I am here and now, and with Reverend Dan, we are here and now. We are part and parcel of all of this. We are part of the wholeness. And I know that that wholeness and all those aspects and characteristics of spirit are within me. I know that I am at peace, and I know that I can trust that everything is always out picturing in perfect accordance, that there is a light to all things, and I know and seek that light, and I see that light in all aspects. I know that I am whole and complete. There's nothing I need to strive for. There's nothing I need to prove. I am love. Spirit is love. Love is all here, whole and complete. Knowing this, and I'm going to include this for Reverend Dan, as I utter these words, I will remember these words as I fall asleep tonight. I will remember this truth. And I will remember as I lay in my blankets and get down and cuddle into my blankets in the middle of this holiday week, I will remember that I am whole, complete, and perfect just as I am. And I will learn to accept and see the wholeness of life, the light of life. And I will count those blessings, some that don't even seem like blessings, and see them for what they are, part of the allness, part of all that is. I will lead that into the next day and the day after, remembering my wholeness. So I ask you to remember your wholeness as well, knowing the truth of who you are. And so with that, I'm grateful for all these features, all these lessons that come to me, all these life challenges, but everything, this holiday season though, the wonderful people that surround me, whether it's eating too much food or working too hard, I celebrate all of it, all of it. For it is perfect in its own place. It is perfect as it is. I am grateful for all these things. I am truly grateful in knowing my place and your place and our place in this whole divine intelligence. So I release this into the law, knowing that as the week unfolds and as the new year approaches, everything is in perfect accordance. Everything is divinely orchestrated. There is a blueprint of perfection behind all things. And even though sometimes I may not see it in the moment, There is a sense and order to all things. So I release that into the law, and Reverend Dan and I both say, and so it is.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Beautiful.
Wonderful. I love that.
Yeah,
I agree with you. Sometimes we don't know,
yeah, yeah,
but and sometimes for me, just letting back and not judging. Learning to not judge, not jump to a judgment,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
staying in that space of love.
Yep, yep.
Oh,
And sometimes
perfect.
we find out later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe sometimes you don't know, but you have. I have faith. I have faith.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Well, thank you for being here, and thank you all for watching. And we're so far into the month. We are almost complete with our 31 days. We only have a couple days left. So exciting. It's been exciting and continues to be exciting. And so we will see you tomorrow evening again here at 8 p.m. Eastern for celebrating 31 expressions of light. See you then.
all right, Dan. Thanks for
Okay.
being the light.
Yes, you too. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye now.